I'm Bern Melnyk, and I am blessed to serve as Vice President for Health Promotion and Chief Wellness Officer for our fabulous Buckeye family. I'm excited to share my silver lining story today. I'm hoping it will inspire you and motivate you to look at where you're at with your own life story and how you're moving forward. I grew up in a small little coal mining town in southwestern Pennsylvania, a little town, population 1,000 people, right on the West Virginia border. My dad was a coal miner. We lived in half of a little company house. We struggled financially, but I was born with rose-colored glasses on, and I still can make lemonade out of lemons any day. My whole world shattered, though, when I was 15 years of age, home alone with my mom when she sneezed, stroked out, and died right in front of me. You can imagine how traumatic that was for a teenager. I suffered from terrible post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and anxiety. After 5 months of not sleeping through the night, not doing well in school, I was taken to my family physician by a cousin of mine. And my cousin said, "Please do something to help Bern." Well, that provider did what so many still do today. Got out the prescription pad, wrote a script for Valium, and said, "Give Bern one of these every night. She'll sleep and be just fine." There was no mental health counseling for me in that little town of Republic, Pennsylvania. I took a Valium that night, and I slept for the first time in months. But I woke up the next day groggy. I said, "I don't like how I feel. I just gotta gut it up and cope." But in the next 4 years, I also lost a cousin who was like a brother to me following a car accident. The only grandparent I ever knew and loved. And when I was 19, my dad had a massive heart attack. That's a lot for a teenager. But you know the story. What typically doesn't break us only makes us stronger. And as a result of what I went through as a teen, I became passionate about becoming a nurse, then a pediatric nurse practitioner, a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, and going on to get my PhD so I could develop evidence-based cognitive behavior therapy-based programs that are now bringing help to tens of thousands of children, teens, and young adults throughout the country. So if you asked me, Bern, was it worth all of the challenges you went through as a teen? I would say absolutely. It's tough to get through times like that. We all have them. All of us do. What's really important is to recognize when we're struggling and to ask for help. There is no shame to needing help at certain points in our lives. It is absolutely foundational for us to go on and flourish. The last part of my story that I want to share is that my mom suffered from terrible headaches for a whole year before she died. My dad kept saying, "Would you go to the doctor, figure out what's wrong?" She went to her family physician 1 week before she died, was diagnosed with high blood pressure, given a prescription for a blood pressure medication that my dad found in her purse after she died. I want you to think about this. 60% of people throughout the United States have a chronic disease, yet 80% of chronic disease is preventable with just a few healthy lifestyle behaviors like physical activity, healthy eating, stress reduction, limiting alcohol consumption. If you're at a point where you're having challenges getting motivated to engage in healthy lifestyle behaviors, I hope you remember my story. I didn't have a mom to see me graduate from high school, college, go on and have my 3 beautiful daughters, my 3 character-building pugs, and my 3 little grandchildren. So if you don't do it for yourself, that is, take better self-care. Do it for the people who love you, who want you to be around for a very long time.